What if the secret to extraordinary financial success, influence, and fulfillment isn't about pushing harder, taking more, or aggressively outcompeting everyone around you, but about doing the exact opposite? What if the most profitable, powerful way to navigate business and life is simply to shift your entire focus from getting to giving? Welcome to Book Essence, where we unlock the essence of every book so you get the wisdom without spending weeks reading. Today, we are breaking down The Go-Giver by Burg and John David Mann, a revolutionary modern parable that dismantles the traditional dog-eat-dog business mindset and reveals the 5 laws of stratospheric success. Let us unlock it. To understand the core message of The Go-Giver, you have to meet the main character, Joe. Joe is an ambitious, hard-working young man who is desperate to succeed. He works late, pushes hard, and constantly chases his quarterly targets. Yet, despite all his hustle and frantic energy, Joe is failing. He's falling short of his goals, feeling increasingly stressed, and running out of time to hit a crucial quota that could make or break his career. Joe represents millions of people in the modern world. He believes in the classic formula: if you want to get more out of life, you have to demand more, negotiate harder, and keep your eyes strictly on the prize. But the fundamental flaw in Joe's approach, as he soon learns from a legendary mentor named Pindar, is that he is completely focused on getting. Pindar, an enigmatic businessman known simply as the chairman, introduces Joe to a radical idea. Most people fail because they spend their lives chasing success for themselves, measuring every interaction by what's in it for me. The most successful people on the planet, the true high performers, the legendary leaders, the mega wealthy entrepreneurs, don't focus on getting. They're obsessively, unconditionally focused on giving. They don't try to extract value from the market, they continuously pour value into it. Over the course of one extraordinary week, Pindar introduces Joe to 5 mentors who teach him the 5 laws of stratospheric success. The first lesson Pindar reveals to Joe is the law of value, and it states, your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. At first glance, this sounds like a recipe for bankruptcy. How can you stay in business if you give more value than the money you receive? But Burg and Mann clarify this with a brilliant distinction. They're talking about 2 different things: price and value. Price is the physical amount of money that changes hands. Value is the overall experience, quality, and transformation you provide to the other person. Think about a restaurant that serves a $10 meal. If the owner simply hands you a plate of mediocre food, you paid $10 and received $10 worth of value. It was a basic transaction. But if that owner greets you by name, provides an extraordinary dining experience, remembers your preferences, and makes you feel like royalty, the price is still $10, but the value you received is priceless. You become a customer for life, and you tell 10 friends. When you focus on delivering massive, unexpected, overwhelming value to others, far beyond what they paid for, you create fanatical loyalty. You stop competing on price because no one can match the level of care and excellence you bring to the table. The second and third laws transition from how you deliver value to how that value scales into wealth and influence. The law of compensation states, your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. While the law of value dictates how worthwhile your service is, the law of compensation dictates how broad your impact is. Your income is a direct reflection of your reach. If you serve 10 people deeply, you will earn a decent living. If you find a way to serve 10,000 or 10 million people with that same level of care, you will generate massive wealth. There are no limits to what you can earn, because there are no limits to how many people you can choose to serve. Following this is the law of influence, which states your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Traditional networking is often transactional, awkward, and self-serving. People exchange business cards thinking, how can this person help me? A true go-giver flips this entirely. They build a network of extraordinary influence by constantly asking, how can I add value to this person's life? When you consistently look out for other people's interests, recommend their services, and help them achieve their goals, you build an invisible army of loyal ambassadors who actively want to see you succeed. The fourth principle Burg and Mann introduce is perhaps the most liberating lesson in the entire book, the law of authenticity. It states, the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. In the corporate and business world, people spend endless energy trying to put on a mask. They memorize sales scripts, mimic corporate buzzwords, and try to project an image of who they think they should be. They rely on techniques, tactics, and psychological tricks to close deals or win people over. The go-giver cuts through this deception. Techniques and strategies are useless if they're not backed by genuine human authenticity. The market can smell insincerity from a mile away. When you try to be someone else, you strip yourself of your greatest competitive advantage, your unique story, your genuine personality, and your innate human empathy. Everything you have learned in life, your training, your knowledge, your skills, are simply tools, but the vehicle that delivers those tools is you. When you show up as your authentic self without pretense or political games, you build an instant level of trust that no sales script in the world could ever buy. This section tackles the vital turning point in the story, the law that catches most kind, generous people completely off guard. Many people read about the first 4 laws and fall into a dangerous trap. They give, and give, but feel guilty or uncomfortable ever receiving anything in return. They wear their poverty or struggle as a badge of honor, believing that giving is good, but receiving is somehow selfish. Pindar addresses this fatal misunderstanding with the law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. Burg and Mann remind us of a fundamental law of nature. Every exhale requires an inhale. You cannot continuously breathe out without eventually breathing back in. Giving and receiving are not opposing forces. They're two sides of the exact same coin. They're the natural rhythm of life. If you refuse to receive, if you reject compliments, turn down help, or feel uncomfortable accepting payment for the incredible value you provide, you actively block the cycle. You deny the giver the joy and blessing of giving to you. To be a powerful go-giver, you must cultivate the grace and humility to receive with an open heart. When success, money, praise, and opportunities come back to you as a result of the value you poured out, accept them with immense gratitude, knowing that receiving fuels your ability to give even more. The overarching theme that ties all 5 laws together is the profound mental shift from a transactional life to a transformational life. A transactional person is constantly keeping score. They measure every relationship with a balance sheet. I did this for you, so now you owe me that. This mindset creates friction, anxiety, paranoia, and fragile connections. A go-giver operates on faith and abundance. They understand that the universe is governed by cause and effect. When you plant seeds of kindness, value, generosity, and service, the harvest will come. It may not come from the exact person you helped, and it may not come immediately, but it will inevitably return multiplied. When Joe applies these 5 laws, his entire world transforms. He stops worrying about his quota, stops viewing clients as commission checks, and starts treating every interaction as an opportunity to enrich another human being's life. The result? Not only does he blow past his quarterly target, but he builds deep, lasting relationships, unlocks peace of mind, and discovers a joy in his work he had never experienced before. Let us bring together the greatest lessons from The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann. 1. Give far more value than you take in payment. Price is what you charge, value is what you deliver. Focus on creating an unforgettable experience. 2. Your income scales with your impact. The more people you serve deeply, the greater your financial compensation will be. 3. Put other people's interests first. Real networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about building an army of mutual goodwill by helping others win. 4. Authenticity is your greatest asset. Stop trying to play a character. Your most valuable gift to the market is your genuine self. 5. Stay open to receiving. Giving and receiving are two halves of the same breath. Accept success and abundance with gratitude so you can continue to give. Bob Burg and John David Mann leave us with a timeless truth. You don't get rich by trying to get rich. You get rich by focusing relentlessly on making other people's lives better. Success is not something you chase. It is something you attract by the person you become and the value you provide. That is the essence of the Go-Giver, and that is what we do here at Book Essence. We take the world's most powerful books and unlock their wisdom, so you can build something real, starting from exactly where you are. If this video brought you value, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to be reminded of the power of giving today. Every week on Book Essence, a new book, a new lesson, a new chance to grow. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and keep unlocking your essence. See you in the next one.